Hi guys, so for today's video we are going to be looking into what you need to address or speak out about. So we have 3 piles here today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, or hit that little super thanks button. All of those things are so greatly appreciated. I truly do thank you guys so much for any of those things. It really helps me out very much so. And there's been some people that apologize when sending small amounts. You know what? A small amount is better than nothing at all. And it's the thought that counts more than that anyway. So thank you even for the tiny things that you guys do. It's amazing. And that includes liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, or even checking out my other channel and doing the same thing. I'm going to have a surprise giveaway on my other channel. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, it's going to be a special giveaway of something that I haven't given away yet. And so if you can help that channel get to 1,000 subscribers, it's StoryTime, and it's in the description box below. If there's any poems in these messages today, that's where you can find them as well. And it really does help me out. So I will be giving away something special when I get to 1,000 subscribers on there. And thank you guys for that. So let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, what do you need to address or speak out against? We have Aquarius. So this is something outside the box. You're going to be addressing people who are judging things they know nothing about and expanding their minds and helping them to see that there are deeper things behind these things and it's not so black and white. Really helping people to introduce themselves to the gray areas of life with no judgments. Gemini, Aries, Virgo, your communication's really going to be bringing a lot of inspiration to people as well. Aries, again, you could be addressing something with family, siblings, an in-law or a parent, something to do with family you may be addressing. You may be addressing the fights and arguments with family, the two-faced energy, the gossip, the drama that's going on with family. You may be addressing the stubbornness or the constant need to fight over stupid crap, the pride that's present. For some of you as well, some of the backhanded natures or backhanded compliments, some of the two-faced energy. You may also be helping people to see the intelligence that is found everywhere in everyone, because everyone is smart in their own ways. Even autistic people are smart in their own ways. There's a lot of artistic people that are savants in some area. And so they have some area where they are complete genius level. Now think about those people that are complete genius level. People like to call them blondes, but they're complete genius level in some area, and then they can't change a light bulb. Or my mom's best friend when I was younger, she was very dense in a lot of ways. She also became a lawyer. It was literally like Legally Blonde before Legally Blonde ever happened. So anyway, except she was older. This was something she did in the middle of her life, and she went for it and she achieved it. So there could also be something like that as well. You may be talking somebody into believing that their life is not over yet, and as long as they're breathing, they can still do something to change their circumstances. That could definitely be it as well. So you might actually be having a talk with like an older sibling or a parent and telling them, because they may be bitching about you and your life, and you're like, well, what about your life? And if anybody ever taught me how to do that, maybe I'd know how to do that. And maybe you should do that so that I learn how to do that. I pretty much told my dad that exact thing at one point in time, and holy shit, he turned everything around. He got everything done, he got everything taken care of, and then he died. And it was really, it was kind of really shitty, but you know what? He did what he needed to do before he died. He showed me how to do the same thing in my life before my life is over. And he showed me how to make my dreams come true, regardless of what anybody thought about it, including my damn self. So those are very important things that you are going to be addressing and bringing to life in the people around you. T, Q, M, V, U, P, up. The movie Up. L could be important. Q, Z, S, D, M, muse, music, E, Y. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? GPHYAN. That is such a good movie. I can't remember the name of the movie right now. I know the name of that movie. I have loved that movie for such a long time, but the movie is escaping me. So if you know the movie through that one song, let me know in the comments below. Maybe there'll be different movies that pop up for different people. It's got a music teacher that's pretty important in it, and a little boy who lives on a farm with a bunch of siblings, and they don't have much money. And then his friend moves in next door, and she is the only child of two artists. They have a lot of money, but she doesn't have any family around her, really. And it's a really good movie. Anyway, Muddy Waters. White Water is a great movie too. You may be interested in that. You could be addressing a lot of things that are deep-seated issues. Very deep-seated issues going on with people. And maybe some of their projections. I love how practical and responsible you are, down to earth and humble, never change. Although I wish that you would open up more and close this distance, I wish I could figure out how to do this as well. We could be the best of friends, but we both have a wall a mile high. So once again, back to that song, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? And that boy and girl initially were not friends. Initially, he was really not liking her because he was a little bit, I think, jealous and resentful of her. She won the race that he was racing, and she was a girl, so everybody's teasing him about getting beat by a girl, neglecting the fact that everybody else there got beat by a girl and him. But anyway, she actually is the one who made that first move to bridge the gap and create peace in that situation. We both need to be patient with each other. Know that you are the only person that I'm looking at right now. I might be busy and I might be hard to open up and be vulnerable, but I am a very loyal person when I'm in something with anyone. I only have eyes for one person at a time. I hope this energy is mirrored because I've had cheaters in the past as well. So you could also be addressing things with a partner that you may be having something with as well. There may be somebody may work out of town a lot, or somebody may just be working a lot in general, or both of you could be. And so this could be something that is causing a lot of trust issues to crop up, or things like that going on, to where these things need to be addressed and spoken about. And you guys really need to build a lot of trust and confidence in your relationship so you can make it through the things that you're facing. Three of Wands, death, and the Vulture. So once again, there could have definitely been a death that you had to deal with as well. There could have been a death that you had to deal with that the vultures swooped in and took everything, picked the bones dry, and there could have been like a stolen inheritance, something along those lines. And you may be having to address this as well. Pummel, Danny, Laney, Gamey, Game, Made in the USA, Sly, Shy, Stuck Up, Graph. So definitely a very giant transformation is going to be coming in for you as well, though. And remember that in this transformation that you're going through, the vibes and the energy that you are in is going to affect everything around you, as well as yourself, very deeply. So you really need to make sure that when anything is popping up, that you're looking in the mirror and dealing with and addressing the issues that you have inside, making sure that you're aligned and maintaining that alignment throughout this process is going to be very important. You're going to have a lot of things coming in for you in the near future, a lot of things that you have worked really hard to accomplish and that you have been visualizing and really bringing to life are going to be coming in. There's going to be a transformation coming. There may be a move coming, or a switching of houses or something along those lines as well. And that is all stuff that you've worked very hard for. You may even have to address people that are trying to get in the way of that, or people that are trying to take away from some of the things that you achieved, even though they didn't even believe that you could achieve it. Men is here too. Oh, and now many men Many, 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 many men wish death upon me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on my soul. Have mercy on many men. Have mercy on my soul. I don't know. Anyway, so there could definitely have been people that were out to get you in some sort of way. There definitely could have been a lot that you were dealing with or a lot on your plate. There may have actually even been, for a very small percentage of you, a gang shooting of some sort as well that actually could have happened here. Shady dealings, something along those lines, and that may be something that you have to address as well. Happy, 'cause I'm happy. I don't know why that song's coming up, but level up is here too. So you may be leveling up in some sort of way. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through. If you did enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, or hit that little super thanks button. All those things help me a lot, and I really appreciate it, guys. As soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers on Dee's Storytime, I'm going to be doing a surprise giveaway as well. So you can find a link for Dee's Storytime in the description box below, and it would be awesome if you guys could like, comment, share, subscribe over there. It really does help me out, and I truly appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for doing that, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for you guys, I think I may have already said that. Let's see what you guys are going to need to address or speak out about. So, we have Capricorn. For some of you, it could actually be sexual harassment or rape or something along those lines. We have Aquarius, friendly. Those are the only two signs. This may be something to do with an uncle or with a father. Maybe something to do with a friend that you once had that is no longer a friend because of something they did that was very outrageous. This could also be about the addictions that a parent or an uncle had. Maybe even a sister could have had. Q, G could definitely have to do with alcohol, but it could be other drugs as well. S, P, L, P, Z, R, W, U. For a very few of you, it could be something to do with a one-night stand. Z, L, I, O, iron, zinc, Z, C, W. There could definitely be an alcoholic of some sort here too. W, L, ions, A, S, Z. Getting the proper nutrition and the proper vitamins and the proper healthy things into your system, even when you are not in the best shape, or even when you can't eat, or even when you can't, whatever the case may be, there may be a need to address somebody on making sure that they have the appropriate vitamins or things like that going into them. B, F, K, especially if somebody's detoxing. When it comes to alcohol and detoxing from alcohol, if you make a juice made of carrots, beetroot, parsley, and cilantro mixed with water and make it like a drink out of it, then that will actually detoxify your liver and really the beta. I'm not saying the word. You guys know what I'm talking about. In the carrots is really beneficial for a lot of that as well. But it's just a very nutritional drink, and it will help with the detoxing as well. Alcohol and heroin and lithium are three of the ones that you can actually die from the withdrawals of them. So getting help is definitely recommended, but there are a lot of things that you can do from your house as well if you're choosing to go that way and you don't feel like it's bad enough that you need to be in a hospital or something. Then there are other things that you can do as well. So researching that is going to be very important for you or for somebody that you know, because a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be somebody that you know, but I do feel like there may be a couple of you that it is you that is dealing with this. Wire, laser, lab, zap, gas, GSI, layer, liar, last, sample. This could definitely have to do with a diagnosis coming back for somebody that you love that's very close to you as well, that could have something to do with their addictions throughout their life, like somebody getting diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer or lung cancer, or somebody getting diagnosed with cervical cancer, or that's not the one I was thinking of, where you end up with the colostomy bag, colon cancer. There could be somebody that is getting diagnosed with something, somebody that you love. There could actually even be a lot of Reiki ways that you can heal these things as well. So you may want to look into energy healing when it comes to that. Things like that. Grape apes and pink panthers, is that all there is? Some are even a mix of the two. It seems everyone I meet romantically is either a sneaky sleuthing detective great at lying and cheating, or a gaslighting shapeshifter bully who's great at acting lying and cheating. I remember the good things about them now, and I release the past. I have learned a lot, and now it's time for new. It's time for everything to pick up pace. Don't be scared now. It's time, and you're ready for it. Hitting it big, and there's no stop in sight. You have thrown down your sword and picked up your faith. This faith is changing your life. This was the final test that you've been waiting for, and it's here. It's time to speak your truth fully and share your story. And so it's time to share your story. It's time to express the things that have happened in the past that were not so good, that may have led to where you are now. It's time to accept them. It's time to see them for what they are, those patterns and things like that that you can pick up on. It's also time to stop feeling like you have this need to fight everything, and to just be at peace with the way things are, and pick up that faith that's sitting right inside of you this whole time. The belief that it doesn't matter what is happening around me, I am protected, I am guided, and even if it is my time, it is my time. If it was somebody else's time, it was their time, and that's okay, because that's the way that it was meant to be. And it's all a pattern of the grand design. A single thread in a tapestry, though its color brightly shines, can never see its purpose in the pattern of the grand design. Through Heaven's Eyes from the Prince of Egypt soundtrack, it's time to start looking at your life and the life of others around you through the eyes of heaven, because every life touches another life and impacts it very greatly. You may also be having a problem with poverty in some sort of way, or with feeling like you did not do right in some sort of way, or with feeling like your family was this evil family and this whole time, and you didn't even realize it, and now you're starting to wake up and see it. Or it could be like maybe even adopted in some sort of way. Peacock, elk, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's time to forgive. It's time to let go, and it's time to be open and receptive to good things coming into you again, to stop holding back. Maybe even because of some of the shiny things may trigger you a little bit because of the past. To look deeper and see the beauty that is buried underneath yourself and others. And to really forgive, let go, and be at peace with the way things are. There's also a need to really address the sadness, pain, and hurt inside of you and let it out, instead of feeling like you have to hold it back and feeling like you have to do everything yourself. There may be a need to learn how to reach out and ask for help. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Being in the position I'm in, I did not have the need to learn how to give to people. I had more of the need of learning how to ask from people, because I had to do so much myself my entire life that the need to ask people wasn't even there, especially since every time I did ask people, I never got a damn thing anyway. I never got any help, never got any support, never got nothing. And so it was really hard for me to open up to the idea of reaching out and asking for that help again. And I feel like that may be a lot of what you are going through as well. Also, knowing and seeing just how stable and strong you are inside, but that doesn't mean that you don't have that softer side as well. And you really may be needing to address that and really heal a lot of things as far as your feminine aspects are concerned. Or you may even be addressing that with other people around you and their need to heal that and be okay with being a human being who has emotions, because human beings have emotions, not just women. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, things like that. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, hit that little super thanks button, or donate. Or if you guys could check out my other channel, StoryTime, which is where I have all my poetry, and like, comment, share, subscribe over there, that would be greatly appreciated as well. And as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers over there, I'm going to be doing a surprise giveaway on something I haven't given away before. And I'm going to be holding a contest so everybody has a chance to enter. So help me get up to 1,000 subscribers over there to see what that surprise giveaway is. And thank you guys so much for that. It really does mean a lot to me. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So for you guys, what are you needing to address or speak out on? Let's see this. Scorpio, passionate. Aries, Scorpio again, and Cancer, secrets of the family, things that people have kept in the closet for too long, things that are being buried, things that are being hidden, maybe even of the family that you married into as well. Regardless of whether or not these people are going to be upset about you, these things need to be addressed. They need to be held accountable for the things that are going on here. Maybe even bullying aspects from somebody, or fights, drama, chaos caused behind the scenes by somebody else. Bitterness, jealousy, rage could be a factor as well. There could actually be some physical violence or abuse going on. There could be a lot of impulsive actions going on, or words being spoken. Something along those lines. Somebody may be being triggered very deeply. Somebody may be saying that you're too sensitive or you're too emotional. If that's the truth, then build up a thicker skin and be okay with people saying what they're going to say, thinking what they're going to think, and you know what? Do some rewiring of the mind so that you're not thinking that, but don't let them get to you, but don't let them get to you, you know? Because whether you're getting sad, hurt, and upset about it, or whether you're getting mad, angry, and frustrated about it, or whatever the case may be, they're getting to you. They're winning with that triggering method that they are secretly using, or whatever the case may be. So it's time to really pull yourself out of that. This could even have to do with a daughter-in-law or a mother-in-law, or this could have to do with an ex, or this could have to do with family. Definitely a very strong family vibe here. D, Z. Somebody could have a nickname as well. E, G, N, Jean, Dean, P, K, D. This could have to do with a best friend of yours as well, or somebody that you thought was a best friend of yours. This could actually have to do with somebody turning you and a friend against each other and lying to both of you. For some of you, Owen, Glenn, V. I feel like communication is something that's going to help this problem. N. Something that could get everybody on the same page and see what all the lies are. WMZ. Although there's been people that live in an illusion-based world and never want to come out of it. So you know what? If that's the case, that's not your problem. Loon, loner, LRTJFU. Somebody could be calling somebody a loon or crazy or a loner or loser or something along those lines. June, Benny and June. Dome. Somebody may actually be hurting somebody by talking bad about somebody else because somebody has a lot in common with that person. So you may have a lot in common with somebody that somebody is bashing, and you may be having the need to stand up and say something about the intelligence level or the whatever that you see in this person that is around you, and that you see that in them because it's in you too. So if this person thinks that that person is this way, then basically they're talking about you. This may be something that you're having to address too. Woven. Time has woven. A pocket watch may be important. Somebody's death could have been important as well. Beg. Happiness is a choice. Who should I please at the end of the day? Throwing chaos in the fray. I choose myself to please and I am at ease. For I know tomorrow there'll be no regrets. As most people are building their sets. Made for actors come to play. I'll still be here after that day. I choose the road of far too few. I refuse to give my happiness to you. In pleasing others, dreams go to die. You only wind up living a lie. If I die tomorrow, I'll know. So much harvest my seeds will sow. I chose my purpose when over your head. I will never truly be dead. 9/28/21. So, happiness is a choice. I told somebody at one point they were choosing to stay in this town, and they're like, I hate this town and I don't want to be here, and this is the most miserable place, and on and on and on and on. And I'm like, then why don't you leave? Because I can't leave because I promised my little sister I would stay here, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, if you can't leave, it's not that you can't leave, you're choosing not to leave. So if you're choosing not to leave, you need to choose to be happy here, or you need to choose to go somewhere else. But you can be happy anywhere. It's all in what you're deciding to do. If you feel like you're having to hide half of yourself to be where you're at, that's still a choice. You're choosing to hide half of yourself. So it's time to bring yourself out of that closet and to be who you really are, and to not give a flying fuck about what anybody else thinks or says or believes about any of it. Just be you. And if other people don't like it, that's their problem. At the end of the day, you're the one who's choosing not to be an actor and wearing masks. And you can't force anybody else not to do that, but you're going to find that wherever you go. There is people that are going to not like you, because not everybody is going to like you, and that's just the way it is. And so these are things that you're going to have to be seeing in yourself and changing about yourself, or they may be things that you're going to have to be addressing in someone else and asking them to really look at the decisions they're making and the actions they're taking when it comes to loving themselves, and whether or not they actually do, and whether or not they're doing things to make everyone else happy, or if they're doing things because they enjoy them. And you're going to have to ask yourself that too. The Wheel, the Ace of Swords, the Otter, and the Fire Ants. So there's definitely some truths that need to be spoken here, and you might be worried about a confrontation coming because of it, but you can handle this confrontation. Confrontation creates change. Speaking the truth creates change. Hiding everything away and staying in a comfort zone does not create change. And yes, sometimes that change can be bad, but just as equally, that change can be good as well. You may have been at the bottom of the wheel for a long time, feeling very down about yourself or the things you're doing or where you're living or what you're presenting to the world, whatever the case may be, but you're going to be coming out of that, and you're going full circle. You're bringing out that inner child again, and you are really living your truth regardless of what anybody wants. And that's what you need to start taking action on, is being who you are and showing others how to do the same, or speaking to others and encouraging them and inspiring them to do that in their life. Regardless of how much attacks are coming their way, they're going to be able to survive and thrive, because they are being truly themselves, and that's going to bring them so much more happiness than anything else could. And that includes having people around that they don't even vibe with anyway, because they're wearing a mask to be around these people. If you want to find your true tribe, you have to remove that mask and throw it in the fucking trash so you can be around the people who are actually like you. So that is what I have for this pile. And if you guys enjoyed this reading, I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you got going on, who these people could be, or things like that, what you're pulling out of the closet, stuff like that. And maybe I can make you feel more comfortable about it. If you guys did enjoy this, remember to like, share, subscribe, and it would be awesome if you guys could leave a timestamp or donate or hit that little super thanks button, or check out my other channel and do the same things: like, share, subscribe, comment on Dee's Storytime. You can find the link in the description box below. I really do appreciate that. And as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a surprise giveaway. So make sure you go over there, like, share, comment, subscribe, and as that channel is supported through you guys, it will grow, and then we can have that surprise giveaway. I'm really excited for it. I hope you are too, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.